This is the Fashion Girl's Guide to Designer Pieces actually worth investing in before 2026. Let's start with bags because I've spoken about this brand before. Servette is still in its sweet spot. Beautifully structured, no logos, and quietly luxurious, and still somehow placed well, reasonably priced. The shape feels modern without screaming trend, and they come in so many great leathers, fabrications, and colors. This really is the bag that you will use for years and will only get more expensive as the brand takes off. Next up is watches and jewelry. Cartier's Tank is one of the smartest buys before 2026. Cartier prices have already jumped twice this year. And the best part about this watch is that you can actually swap out straps. There are all kinds of different leathers and colors, and they actually start from around 300 Australian dollars, which is around 170 USD. So you can basically completely change the look without buying a second watch. If that's not girl math, I don't know what is. On jewelry, gold prices just keep climbing, which means fine jewelry is just going to continue to get more expensive. Spinelli is another brand that I've harped on about before, but they are having a real resurgence and moment again. Their linked ring stacks have become modern classics. They hold their weight, literally, because they're solid gold, but they also feel wearable for every day. If Spinelli is still a little bit out of the budget for you, I want to introduce you to Dorsey, one of my favorite emerging fine jewelry brands. They do lab-grown pieces that look and feel old world, but are actually accessible. Think of it as fine jewelry with fashion logic, timeless, considered, and smartly priced. Moving on to another investment category, shoes. I would 1000% lock in a Saint Laurent loafer before 2026. These were 1000% one of my best buys of the year, and I have worn them to death and they have absolutely held their shape. It's also the kind of shoe that works with anything in your wardrobe. And when you're thinking about cost per wear, it's one of those few designer pieces that actually pays itself off. And yes, they are one of the most comfortable shoes I own. Moving to ready to wear, because who doesn't love the Kate look, but who does love spending $5,000 on one piece? Toteme and Rohi are the brands that I would look to invest in. Toteme do those beautiful silk and leather dresses that sell out every single season, and Rohi nails that clean sculptural tailoring, perfect trousers, shorts, and knits. They're the labels that build wardrobes, not wardrobes that date. And finally, over to outerwear, because let's be real, everyone and their mum tried to copy this Acne Studios leather bomber jacket this season. And as someone who has owned an Acne leather jacket since 2015, my advice would be to just pull the trigger and invest in the real one. The leather, I can guarantee and vouch, gets better with age. The cut stays perfect, and I promise you, you will still be reaching for it in 10 years' time. An honorable mention here goes to Jacquemus, because their outerwear and tailoring has become very collectible over the last few years. The shapes are always distinctive, the proportions are spot on, and they give that perfect balance between longevity and impact.